Mm. Oh, wow. Hmm. Cool. Look at this and see. Okay, here we go. Absolutely. This right here. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Hold on. Let me hit pause. Good morning. Good morning. It's really early. So, you know, in the middle of the night, early, depending on how you look at it or where you are in the world. Or you might hear this in the afternoon, or you might hear this in the evening. Happy Sunday. You might not hear this on a Sunday. So, the appropriate greetings for the appropriate time of day and the appropriate day of the week goes out to you. I'm sending love each and every one of you guys' way. Look at that thing that failed. Look at those things are not up. Um, where's my oh shit, I'm using it. I was about to send some message on my other phone, but alas, I do not have it. That was going right there. So hold on, y'all. I just let myself get distracted just that fast because what did I want? Oh, that's what it was. Hmm. I'm trying to think for a second because I'm going to change my mind 11 times. Oh man, I went live, y'all, and then I turned my head and I'm like, I want this picture hanged. And then I changed my mind and then I had to look and ponder for a second, like, which picture do I want to change? Oh man, do I want to change my honey-do list? Which picture do I want hanged over there? Uh, 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 uh. Anyway, anyway. Right now, I'm gonna say happy Sunday. How are you? How you feeling? I fell asleep so early. I woke up and I just got to thinking and carrying on, making plans and stuff. Y'all, I know, listen, I'm about to do a reaction to Crap Buckets and her crap. I saw, I started scrolling YT and I'm like, oh yeah, that live last night. Anyway, I was going to say so. I was going to say something else unrelated. I'm not going to even do it. I'm just going to get right on to it because I started listening. I didn't listen to a whole lot of it as usual, and then I already heard some things. I'm like, I got a couple things to say, but I think I'm mostly going to scroll, fast forward through it for a few reasons. One, I thought I could knock out that live reaction yesterday and get on and get some things done that I wanted to do. And I think I would have accomplished the majority of it probably if I had not done that reaction. So I think I'm going to play it differently the next time. Like I might even get around. Well, anyway, let me just say this. A lot of stuff she be saying be so redundant. It's not even worth saying it. So I be wanting to point it out, but I think I'm gonna work on probably not really summarizing it so that this don't end up being that long because I really don't want to spend that much time um on it just because the stuff she be saying is so damn redundant. But what I am gonna do is um do the live reaction and so I'm already about almost 20 minutes in, and I was listening to it to see what she was talking about before I paused it and decided to do this. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Um, oh, I was trying to think. I was trying to think what I heard already that I wanted to say something about. Now, she said something, she took a shot about working at home. Okay. But you know she's shady, right? This is about crap buckets, right? She did a live yesterday, like last yesterday evening, whatever. Um, she made a comment about working at home and talking about like if you look a certain way, you should be working at home. First of all, look at her face. Boy, I tell you, I swear. But anywho, to me, it's like she was taking a shot at her girl, Barilla. That's why I decided to mention it because I'm like, you low key taking a shot at Barilla. Barilla got a face only a mother could love. Barilla got the type of face where your mama just have to admit that you ugly AF. Barilla probably got the way she looked, regardless how her siblings look. And yes, I've seen the pictures of her family that she posts. The way she looked, she got teased within her own damn family. Everywhere she go, all her life, all her life she had to fight. Is she from Atlanta too? That's probably like the hood areas. Cause look at the poor dusty lifestyle she has. You had to come up poor and with nothing to be okay with that. Well, maybe you didn't have to, but it's got to be something in you. I said you probably have to, but then I immediately think about the girl on ASI, the new Maya, the 21-year-old sleeping in bandos with no power with a newborn, sounding like she coming from something. But that girl speaks differently and acts differently. So we're not gonna bring her into the Barilla equation. Barilla seemed like she had a busted, bummy, broke down all her life. She had to fight because if you look the way she looks in an urban area, they're gonna give you hell. And then you grow up being a broke, bummy, busted, broke down adult with nothing, with a face like that. And yes, that is a face for home. But I'm saying that when Crap Bucket said it, I take it like she was just throwing shade at Barilla. And that's what she does. She be making these comments. She talking out both sides of her neck. She acting like she cool with 7-4, but she be taking shots at her. She takes shots at Twin Palace. She takes shots at Barilla. She takes shots at everybody. And she's just a jealous hearted person. I think that everybody largely um when I say everybody, I'm talking about most of the people, because those are the people she'd have fell out with in this group, most of them. I think can see at this point that a lot of those stories that she did tell about her younger days or her relationships, whether they are um the romantic ones where she mentions Roach and the baby daddy, um, the parents, the siblings, anything. They're lies. They're lies. Because something's gotta be wrong. And something had to have really, really went wrong for a person to be that damn jealous. That jealous. And my opinion is, just like I said, nothing. That's what I think. I think she ain't never had nothing. But some people grow up having nothing and they make something of themselves and they get something. Some people grow up having nothing and it kind of makes sense. Some people grow up having nothing and somebody was dealing with affliction, you know, put D's in place of the F's. I mean, one D. But you know what I'm saying. Some people, there's different reasons. something wasn't right with the situation. I be just trying to guess what could make a person be that ucked up. Who was born with a silver spoon in their mouth in this group? Probably not most, if any. But that don't mean that you went on to have ucked up adult lives where you got problems with everybody, even people that's cool with you. Like I just said, she just took a shot at Barilla. I don't care what nobody say. That girl was up, she up her butt, sending her cash apps, doing all the things, taking her crap, taking all the shade and everything, and 7 foot all of them, and she just shade them whenever she want to, and they just down like 4 flat tires. No self worth. She don't have none either, but you know, something wrong with her. Let me talk about that little screenshot that got caught. I saw who was it? Who did I share? I think was it SC Leakers? No, Salty Balls. Salty Balls. Salty Balls. The screenshot from her live. And it's funny, y'all, because I did the live reaction. I was looking at my chat. I saw that she was filming the rooms. I looked down at the screen. I She had turned the camera off as she walked through the house. I looked away out the corner of my eye. I saw that she was open the camera again. I turned my head and I looked, and I did not. I missed it. I missed it until I saw the Salty Balls had posted it. So I went back to the live and I kept well, I got it, but I went back to the live and I was like, "Oh shit, it happened when she first walked in the room." Because I was like, "How did I miss that?" That's why, because it happened when she first walked in the room and I didn't see it. But I ain't gonna hold you though. I didn't I didn't initially see the shadows on the walls either when she was walking down the hallway. That big ass shadow. I always talk about bitch. If that's a motherfucking size 12, then I'm a zero, bitch. Shit, I'm a minus. If that fucking shadow is a size fucking 12, bitch, then they done closed they have changed the size chart for clothing. If that's a fucking 12. I'm not gonna curse. It's Sunday morning. Let me watch my language. If that is a size 12, then I'm absolutely a minus something. Do they make clothes in my size? Because how the hell is that a 12? Was this a size 12 in what country? And it can't be any other country because their sizes are larger as far as the numbers are concerned. So she only a size 12 in her dreams. I think I just got an idea. I don't know if it'd be funny though. Y'all didn't laugh at the big back. But I'm not surprised y'all didn't engage as much with my big back skit that I currently have up if you haven't seen it um of her, because y'all don't interact with those type as much as you do the other ones. But everything I kept trying to get it to do with that, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it. It wasn't really that funny to me. And y'all know the stuff that I be posting, I be cracking up laughing myself. I could watch it over and over. I could not have seen it for a week and it can come up and I'll look at it and I be laughing so hard. I'll only post the stuff that I think is funny, because well, the stuff I be laughing at, y'all mostly be laughing at. Sometimes y'all don't. It's cool. It is what it is. You're not gonna always hit, but I be trying. I be trying. I be trying. I be trying to entertain y'all. So, oh man. Uh, Check it out. If you like it, let me know. If you don't, I guess y'all won't say anything, and that lets me know. It was a swing and a miss. But anyway, let me get into this reaction so I can move it along, and I might get up and start moving around a little bit or whatever in a minute. Oh, and no, I ain't gonna do that. Let me stay on track. Um, Crab buckets. Watch reaction. Oh, as I play and try to get her through whatever um crap she's saying. Here's another thing I want to know. She was live yesterday for several hours, right? Then, right, like two plus hours. She was live. She ignored the grandbaby the whole time. He was definitely trying to get her attention. She was gone. What? Oh, go to your uncle. Ugh. He had woke up. She ain't brushed not and teeth. The baby ain't got dipped in no type of water, none of that. And she tell her other son she going to meet him, and she's like, uh, get your clothes on. Well, tell your uncle to put your clothes on. Is anybody gonna clean the baby? Nope. Just take him outside dirty. Well, I mean, if you're a dirt mert, then I guess you take your grandbaby around dirty. Cause what the hell? And her getting flashed in that mirror, the way she got flashed in there, also confirms how dirty she is. Cause she like, honey, let me go throw these clothes on and get out this door. Cause I gotta go and meet Bobby. Bitch, you ain't gonna shower? Remember when you kept telling us that you was about to go take a shower because they called you out for being dirty? She just said she was about to slide into some clothes, and she probably meant that literally. Slide into some clothes and head out the door. Ain't washed a butt crack, ain't brushed a uno tooth. None of it. Okay? Ain't done none of it. Just gonna walk right out the door. Ranking, stanking, nasty. Her aunt. Now the grandbaby, that's different. He's a baby, but at the end of the day, she's just a dirt mert. That's just disgusting. So 2 plus hours. Her son is out enjoying freedom. And then next thing you know, she back live. Honey, he calling me. She's supposed to be in there with her son, and she in the damn car live. Damn. You can't even prioritize your family. And then later, last night, her ass was back live again. And this one right here is over 2 hours. I like, well, damn, what time did you squeeze in for your son? You doing a whole lot of lives, but what you're not doing is spending all that time with your heartbeat. Your heartbeat. Ain't that what she said? Her heartbeat. Her heartbeat. That's what she said. She gonna be complete because her missing heartbeat is gonna be back. It's gonna be a complete circle. So, ooh wee. What is that? Ooh wee. Uh-huh. That's what she said. But having your heartbeat back, she sure don't act like it because she preoccupied with talking crap and fighting with people, which is what she does. Hold on, let me turn this off. Wait, there we go. Oh, wait. Stomach. Hold on a second, y'all. Put me a bottle of water in the freezer. I'm about to get into it with the get into it of it all, except I have to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. I just don't understand how your son could be away from you and you couldn't really touch him, feel him, hug on him, all the kind of things you would think that a mother would do at such a young age. At such a young age. He got in trouble when he was 18. He went away at 20, she says. So Hold on a second. Okay. At such a young age, her son went away. I'm so distracted right now, y'all. Before I say that, because I'm sitting here trying to think. Okay, anyway. Let me get my thoughts on track. On track. Yeah, I'm sitting. Let me tell y'all what distracted me, because I'm sitting here trying to remember what I ate yesterday. Because I'm like, ooh, my stomach hurt. Maybe that's why I woke up. But anyway, here we go, on track. Your son goes away from you at such a young age. It really almost doesn't matter how old he was. Um, it's the fact that her son was away from her in the capacity that he was in. It doesn't matter what she tells everyone else. What's real is that she's aware of where he was and what he was going through. And now that they are reunited, and it should feel so good, instead of her spending all of her time doting on her son, she going live 3 times in a day. Like, didn't you just get him back? And it's the first weekend. Of course, he need to be outside experiencing life and and doing all kinds of stuff. But at the end of the day, without her, you know what I'm saying? Doing what young men around his age do. Then they don't want their mama there. They trying to enjoy themselves. It's the weekend or whatever. But also, there's times that they're gonna be around each other, and I just don't understand why she is going live so much if she was gonna be spending all her time with her son. What had happened? What had happened? Because even in his absence, you would think she'd have been over there whipping up a big meal. I don't care if it ain't Sunday. It would have been a Saturday meal. It would have been a Sunday meal. It would have been everything you want. He been eating a regular diet of whatever the hell it is they tell him to eat. And they have set scheduled day meals. Every Monday he eat the same thing. Every this day he eat the same thing. Every that day he eats the same thing. He can't say I want apples instead of oranges. It's oranges today, like a damn school lunch. And if you don't want no oranges, either shit, they got more flexibility with school lunch than they do with the food that they serve up in there. You feel me? So it should, and the food is scraps, they say. Look at the stuff they be whipping up. He probably been eating toilet pizza. Oh, then they sell rigging stuff up with all kind of extra stuff mixed up in there. I mean, she talking about he great with the skits. What you trying to put him out here on social media? You know what? He might be the next one with his prison story social media page, talking about how he was the boss kingpin that ran his floor, and how he watched a bunch of other people get beat up, but he was beating people up, taking names, and not and listening to people get they crack taken, they butt crack taken, but he wasn't one of them, and showing people how to make the prison food, the prison nachos, the prison pizza, the prison, I don't know, I'm just, what do? They do them little crushed ramen. I clicked on somebody's channel. It was a female. She actually had a channel that she was talking of her prison stories and telling and showing people how to make prison food. And I was like, I looked at it a couple of times. It was interesting until about the third recipe. And I was like, that shit looks disgusting. And she was at home making that stuff, eating it. I'm like, is that what her son gonna do? At home with his family, showing them how to make all the prison stuff. This how we make nachos. Mix in a little toilet water. Mix in a little spit. You gotta use what you got. But buying shit up. That's what you need to do. There you go. There you go. There's an idea, crap buckets. That's what your son could do. Do skits. Oh, what happened when he was at summer camp? Oh, he can dress up in a his prison outfit and be in his Mickey Mouse Club. Anyway, let me press play on the reaction. So let me see. Tell me she gonna pick up where she left off at. Let me put this right here. I press play, y'all. This has a whole lot of wee bitties on this app. Ain't that some crazy mess? Her and her people. So she was triggered about whatever was said about her teeth. She talking about she done already said what she about to say. Talking about she over here, she over there repeating herself. So she think pointing out that she's about to repeat herself gonna make a difference in the fact that she's constantly repeating herself. And she's saying that like I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. She's saying that getting that dental work that she needs is very expensive, right? Because she said most people can't afford it. The thing about it is, honestly, dental work, what she needs, all the money she gets out here, she could easily pay for that. And the thing and the other thing is, it's funny. Remember how long she was out here talking about she don't have no what they call that thing SNAP benefits. She was talking about she didn't have a card, and then she got exposed that she does have the card because of the fallout of what happened at the pit stop, and she still was denying it, and then it became completely undeniable when the Miss Mitzi recordings were released, and she was on there talking about swiping her Snap card um, in place of actual money that Miss Mitzi gave her. I'll be right back. She couldn't deny it. So my point is, like, for her to talk about somebody's um, state medical card, she probably has one. She probably has one. It's very likely. Okay, one more pause, and then ain't gonna be too many more pauses. That's for sure. I know I'll be saying it sometimes because I'm moving around, but give me one more second, y'all. Like 30 seconds, I promise. Okay. I am back. Back. Ooh, wait. Here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. What's the scenario? All right, back to the reaction. Good morning. Happy Sunday morning. Thanks for the likes. I'm pressing play. Excuse me. Y'all, and she just mentioned 74 on here. And you know something? I was trying to listen to that live y'all was somebody had mentioned. I was trying to listen to the one that 74 did yesterday. I was trying to listen to it, but it would not play. So I don't know if her thing was getting reported or like what the deal was, but yeah, it wouldn't play. But my thing is, even if it did get reported, good for her, because they be out here reporting people's stuff, trying to shut people down. And now that they dealing with their own kind of thing, they're like, um, you know, they feel some type of way. Good. You've been doing it forever. Now it's your turn. Let me press play. Oh, let me see. I gotta get my devices together. Hold on. This lady is built like a linebacker, and we've seen her. She literally is built like a solid ass linebacker with a ginormous ass stomach, and always talking about somebody's body. It's giving self hate. I need to switch that. The train is derailed. Derailed. There we go. She literally be projecting. Talk about how somebody audience got people that don't F with them. That's her. And she always saying something about it. All of y'all in the bushes. This many people in the chat. And this many people watching. All y'all hate me and y'all in the bushes. No, you're the hateful one. We just want to see a train wreck. I don't know why. Some of them might hate her. Me personally, it's like watching a train wreck. You don't want to look, but you can't turn away. She just be projected with everything she say. It's literally like a real life train wreck. I don't know if I ever thought I could have met, I mean, not met, seen somebody virtually so effed up and then came along her. And it just like every passing year is just worse and worse and worse. It gets worser and worser and worser. It's almost like I remember when I was watching Nature Boy, and I kept tuning in because I was like, damn, how can something be this bad? How is this going to end? So I kept tuning in because I'm like, at some point, this is going to end, and it's probably not going to end well. That's how I feel about her. I want to see what's gonna happen because this is not gonna end well at all. Whether it's her, whether it's somebody very, very close to her, I'm not wishing anything on anybody. But karma, she don't miss. You reap what you sow. You can't be planting all them bad seeds around you, even though she think it's for somebody else. The grave you dig for yourself might be the one you fall into. You planting all them, see, people be, see, they don't be knowing. They be thinking that they sending stuff out to others, but you can't do that for real. That's you. That's your mouth. And so you call yourself putting it on somebody else, but you just cursing yourself at the end of the day. And I'm trying to see how it ends. And the things that she been laughing at that these mothers have gone through, y'all know what I'm getting at. I'm definitely not gonna say that because I would never wish that on a mother. Like, no. But the things that she be laughing at the most when it comes to the what these mothers have had to deal with in terms of loss, y'all get what I'm saying, right? I'm just saying, she, as much as she talk about it and put her mouth on it, she better, ooh, she a demon. So I don't really think she pray to God for real and be having no type of faith. Because if she did, she wouldn't talk or act the way that she does. That's just my opinion, and I'm not changing it unless her behavior changes. But at the end of the day, she just better be careful. And clearly, she got it, one or possibly two out there in them streets. You feel me? Because the one was a criminal. So what else was he doing? You know what I'm saying? She better be careful. That's all I'm saying. I'm moving on. Uh, 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 uh. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Who can't understand? Who can't understand about some dental implants? She act like it's so extra, like it ain't normal. Like people haven't been getting dental implants for hundreds of, however long. I don't know when they damn invented them, but it ain't nothing new. It's nothing new under the sun, and it's not extravagant. It's not bougie, upscale, none of that. It's not. But she talking about dental implants like she getting ready to get, like she getting ready to do some star-studded Rodeo Drive type dental procedure. She said, "Who gets 16 teeth pulled in one day? Can anybody help? It depends. When you go to a dentist," and this is how she, after all them extra words she be putting in. Y'all know I be repeating it sometime. I'm not gonna do it this morning because I just don't feel like it. It's so extra. She ultimately says it's called different procedures. You said all of that to say that? So the question that she started with is who gets 16 teeth pulled in one day? Answer the fucking question you posed. Let me not cuss. Why do I keep cussing? Answer the question that you posed. 16 is called different procedures. Well, that was obvious. What a waste. What a waste. And then she gonna say, not everybody is going to the dentist for the same reason. Still, duh. She's so boring. She's so bo And you know something? I was listening to Fee yesterday, and Fee made a statement. She said she about to wrap it up. She said the girl is exhausted. She said she be tired listening to her. And I'm like, you know what? As soon as she said it, I say it was about the end. So I didn't put anything in the chat. But can I tell y'all, the last couple of live reactions I did to this girl, when I was done, I was so damn exhausted. Both times, there was on a Saturday. I took a nap. Like literally, I could listen to anybody else, take notes. I could be on the go. I could be doing whatever it is that I'm doing. I feel perfectly fine. I might even listen to somebody take notes and then go and do a reaction or whatever. Or in her case, I've done a live reaction. I've done a couple live reactions to other people, but it hits different. Hers is so full of stuff. It's more, it works a little bit better, right? But here's the thing, and actually them ASI lives might be one too, because some of them be loaded, you feel me, um for watch reaction kind of thing. But at the end of the day, this what I'm saying, when I click off those other ones, I be feeling just fine. When I get off of hers, boy, I be so damn drained, so drained. Like, I'm like, whoo, we. Mm-mm-mm. And yesterday I had to take a nap, which is funny because I got off the thing, I took a nap, I was asleep for about, I didn't look exactly at the clock. I think it was maybe like 30 minutes. Like I feel like I was asleep like under an hour. And then I got up and I was like, I really don't feel like doing this floor. The floor not gonna get done today. I'm actually gonna do the floor this morning, but I'm waiting for a little bit of time to pass because I don't want the machine to be making too much noise while I'm in here buffing the damn floor, waking everybody up. Or whatever. But I was tapped. I was like, damn, she is how you a virtual energy vampire? How? Like, you gotta be real, real bad to be a virtual energy vampire. Jeez. Maybe it's what people say and do. Gina, good morning. Welcome in. But that's what happened. So let me get back to press play. Everybody ain't going to the dentist for the same MFN reasons, dummy. Now who's the dummy? Whoever she's shooting it at, which she's talking about Fee, or herself, because that was so fucking stupid. Let me, ooh, why do I keep cussing? That was so stupid. Ugh. Happy Sunday, y'all. Welcome in. How y'all doing? I hope everybody is feeling well, regardless of what time it is, wherever you are. I don't know if you're about to go to sleep, if you just woke up, or whatever. If you've been up, hopefully you slept well or you're gonna sleep well. If you are on the midnight shift or something and you at work, hopefully this is entertaining to you. Help your time pass a little bit faster. I'm pressing play. Let's go. Live reaction to crap buckets and her crap. Her bucket running over with crap. She, not everybody is able to have the type of money that she is going to be paying for her procedure, and it doesn't take a day. You got to get your stuff done in 5 days. Before I hit live, I was thinking about something years ago. Years ago, I worked with this lady. She was an older lady. I want to say she was in her 40s. I want to say. Um, I think it was. Well, I don't know where in the 40s. But I'm just gonna put her in her 40s. I just remember how much older she looked though, and she definitely had kids around my age. Um, and I was in my 20s. Her teeth looked horrible. I'm talking about she was a smoker. She had aged like I don't know what the hell she had been doing with her life. Boy, she must have been outside at the beach with that sun, because you know that sun would tear up European American skin. She had wrinkles and stuff all in it. She was a back-to-back smoker. So them cigarettes had messed up her skin. Her teeth looked like trash. Ooh, they looked so bad, discolored, twisted, the whole nine. She went to the dentist and she came back and she said that the dentist was telling her that because they had to pull some they were going to have to pull some teeth, but they had told her that they could just pull the rest of her teeth and just give her dentures. And she was like, it'll be better for her to get the dentures because her teeth will look better. And she was talking to me. She was like, what do you think?" And I'm like, I don't know what to tell. Like, trying to have I don't know if I knew the exact number, but I could tell you what her fronts. She had teeth on the fronts. I don't know if she had any missing. It might have been here and there that was visible. But I know she had like definitely had teeth on the fronts. Anyway, here's the point. They said that they told her they could pull the teeth that was still there and give her dentures. Now I'm giving Buckets a story because you know she like to take bits and pieces from people and put her story together to try to make it make more sense because she over there lying for real. So she decided that she was gonna go ahead and have the remainder of the teeth in her mouth pulled, and then she was gonna get her dentures. She had another appointment that she went to. She took a couple of days off. Now, I don't know how the healing process works or whatever, but all I know is the next time I seen her, she had dentures in. And by the way, in her case, I at my young age at that time, when I looked at her dentures versus how her teeth used to look, I was like, wow, that was a game changer. She had straight, that was white. Her teeth looked 1,000 times better. And to me, they didn't look like dentures, but maybe I just didn't have the eyes to identify it. But her teeth prior to that, they looked like they looked like everybody was kung fu fighting. Dun, 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 dun. That's what her teeth were looking like. And she got her teeth pulled and she got them dentures in. And it was covered by the insurance. I don't know how much she had to pay, but I don't think it cost her that much, or she probably wouldn't have got it done. And that was 20 years ago. I know the price of everything that went up, but it can't be that expensive. That's number one. Number two, some people do get hella teeth pulled in a day. And my question would be this: what's the difference between one tooth being pulled or two or three and healing versus just going on and pull all of them? It seems like it'll be the same level of trauma to your mouth. So it's the you get the same healing pat stage time frame versus multiple or extended healing because we had to pull a few here, a few there, a few there. And I know she said it's because of her high blood pressure, and she probably does have high blood pressure. And she probably got something else because you know high blood pressure is a kissing cousin of that sugar. You feel me? And ain't no telling what else she got going on with that big back situation. Um so and I want to say honestly, I want to say that my coworker had the sugar. I don't remember her saying nothing about the high blood pressure, but I'm pretty sure she had the sugar. And she ended it's funny because she did all that, made herself look better, and then she ended up well anyway, I ain't gonna go there. But she I mean, I was gonna say something, it wasn't bad, but I'm just gonna stay focused. But she had that, and she got those teeth pulled and got those dentures or whatever. She was cool. I just don't think it's as big of a deal as this girl is making it out to be. That's all I'm trying to say. And listening to her, I ain't thought about this person or that situation in forever ever. And then I just listened to her yesterday and I remembered that. And I'm like, it wasn't bad. Her healing wasn't bad. when she came back, she looked normal. She wasn't swollen. She wasn't talking funny or anything. She just went from having her teeth pulled a few days to recover, however long she needed, and then she came back with her dentures. And if you didn't tell her she had, if she didn't tell you she had dentures, you wouldn't have known. But people walking in the door was like noticing the difference in her teeth, because it was a drastic change. But yeah, this one right here, she making it seem like it's such a big deal. I don't think it's as big a deal as she's making it out to be, unless she got some super underlying things going on that she isn't saying, which wouldn't be surprising. She's just being extra, and everything got to be so always so over the top expensive in her description of it, which also lets you know that she broke, busted, disgusted, and always has been. Because I feel like if you're not money adjacent, don't get me wrong, some people want everything to be super expensive and all that kind of stuff, but you could really keep it real sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you were the type that look out for people. Like if you was if she was the type that looked out for her audience, right? Her supporters, as she calls them, and she was getting it not that expensive, with her state medical benefits, it, if she really was telling the truth. And then she was going to have it where, oh, I only got to pay this much. She would keep it real with them. Hey, anybody out there that you got some teeth issues, you might need some dental implants or some dentures or whatever. If you in Texas, if you in the such and such area, hey, check out this dentist. He's great. He got good prices. He gonna take good or I'm at this stage with him. Or when she done, hey, he did a good job. This is it. Like, listen, you know what I'm saying? She'll put them on. But first of all, she lying, and second of all, she in competition with everybody. What is that? What the hell is that? Oh, a little piece of leather. Comment. She said, would they have to build her teeth up that's been missing so long? Oh, you know what? They might. Oh yeah, that's right. Because the mouth because the that little area caves in, right? That's right. They probably would. They probably have to put some, like, for example, when they do your braces and they do like spacers or they do something to close them in. Um, they would probably have to put something in there to get them to get that working again, and so that it can uncave it, or however they would describe that. That reminds me, when I got back on here, I had subscribed to several channels that this thing had unsubscribed me from. It's so annoying. And I remembered one of them yesterday. I was like, well, I wonder what's going on with so and so. And I went over there. I said, this motherfucker unsubscribed me. That first day I got back on, every channel that I knew the actual channel name of, I went and I subscribed back to him. One of them is what's he was Dr. Adontist, I think he calls himself, the dentist guy, and he always just putting out good information about teeth and, like, dental health or whatever. I definitely have not seen his stuff. And they probably unsubscribed me, because another person I subscribed to day one was a attorney red wine. And yesterday I pulled attorney. I was like, where's attorney red wine? And I pulled it up and that motherfucker did it said subscribe. I'm like, what the hell you mean? I am subscribed. Y'all, what they be on that stuff. So if y'all ever don't see me, they probably unsubscribed you. I don't know why they do that. Now that doesn't make sense to me, but hey, it is what it is. And there's a couple of other channels they had done that too. I was like, where are these channels at? From time to time, they will unsubscribe you. I guess if you're not engaging or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I ain't gonna go all into that because I don't know what YTB on, but I said, I mean, I was trying to mention Dr. Adonis because that makes me think I should go and look and see if he has anything on his channel related to that. Let me see. I'm about to look it up real quick. Let me see. I want to say, what happens to support implant. Oh, I should say dental. Dental implants when teeth. She might be on some dentures type deal. There are results. When teeth are missing for decades, the underlying jawbone bone deterioration and shrinks. I mean, deteriorates and shrinks because it lacks the stimulation of a natural tooth root. To make the mouth support dental implants, the jaw requires structural rebuilding through bone grafting before a titanium post can be securely placed. They got to reinforce the jaw. Ooh, the graft is human and animal slash animal. So this girl saying she getting dental implants and talking all that stuff about fee. But check this out though. She about to have animal if she does get dental implants, and I don't believe her because if she was telling the truth, she wouldn't have walked around all this time with her dusty mouth. She gonna have animal or it says natural like animal. I ain't gonna even go with the ore. We gonna go with the animal bone material placed into the deteriorated area. There's a couple of other options. We ain't gonna talk about that. She gonna have animal because animal's probably the cheapest one. She gonna have animal bone material placed into the deteriorated area. Like why I couldn't say it. Okay, so it takes she not even mentioning that. So that is not a part of the conversation. So that's how you know she's been lying. It gives a timeline too, but I'm not going to say it. If she want to know, she going to have to put make her fingers do the walking. If you have extreme bone loss, which she probably does, for the upper jaw, surgeons will have to lift the sinus membrane and place the bone graft underneath to create depth for the implant. Okay. Your surrounding teeth can grift and drift into the empty gaps over the years. Ah, that's hilarious. That is so nasty that her mouth is so bad. And they might, so you gonna have gum recession, soft tissue grafting may be required for the reason they may be required. It might be required. We'll do that. Y'all understand. I'm not saying the rest of it because she ain't gonna just listen to me and repeat what I'm saying. If she wanna fix her lie, she'll do her own research. It's critical clinical spacing. If implants are placed too close together, the bone between them can recede, causing the gum to shrink. I want to see something else. Is it better? Do dentists recommend? This is what I'm typing in. Do dentists recommend? Okay, let's do that one. Dental implants when teeth have been missing for decades. That's what I asked it. Oh, come on. Sometimes waiting decades can cause surrounding teeth to shift. Okay, I read that. So they have ways to address it, but sometimes they do recommend dental implants. But what I was getting ready to ask it was, um, let me say this, or dentures. Okay, I don't think they understood my question. I want to know which one do they prefer more? Dentures, dentures. What the hell? Versus. Let's just say it like that because they are still not understanding my question. I got questions. Y'all know I got questions. Okay. And I just want to know how much we're gonna do this. One more thing. They said that they will recommend um implants over dentures because of what it does for the roots of the in the mouth. Look, they got dental implants starting at $3.99, but is that per tooth? I don't know, but let's see. Costs. A full mouth of dental implants, cause y'all know she only has one tooth. Man, why don't they just say? Shit, I don't want to go to your website. Damn, per arch. Implant, post, and surgery. A full mouth restoration. Okay. Well, that shit. I don't know what is with this cousin this morning. I'm not trying to. That it can add up. In some regions, it's 10 to 13,000 per arch. All on four. If you need a whole mouth, depending on where you are, it says, okay, this is what it says. It could be 15 to 35,000 plus, but in some regions it could get to 10,000 or to starting at 10 to 13,000. So that takes 5 off, which would be 10 to 30,000 plus. That's with the bone grafting, the all the stuff that they make. I got one more question for him. Does dental implant costs? Does Texas Medicaid, is that what they call it, cover dental implants? Okay. Not usually for adults. I just needed to know what the actual answer was. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Gina said, I mean, jaw up. I don't know how to explain it. I know what you meant, like reinforcing it. That's a good point. That's a good point. Even still, with the amount of money she done scammed from these people, shit, maybe that's why if she's being real about her teeth, which I don't believe her, but if she's being real about it, it's a possibility that that's why she's setting up that next scam. She trying to tell these people like, I'm getting ready to do my next I'm getting ready to do my next pull up on y'all, and we gonna feed the homeless, and we gonna do this and that, and we got all of this going on. When the truth is she might be trying to scam them out of some money so she can pay the dentist. I don't really see her being responsible. She has nothing and she's done nothing with her adult life. So I don't really know that she'll do that. I don't really believe it. Even if she put it in her mind and she want to do it. If she get that much money, she's just not going to be responsible. If she was a responsible adult, she'd have a responsible adult type of lifestyle and something to show for what she's been doing for almost 30 years of adulthood. You see? And she doesn't. So there's no way, even if she scammed those people, um, and she's going to, she already letting them know. There's no way she gonna put it in her put it in her mouth. She probably ain't putting nothing in her mouth, including teeth. Only thing she put in her damn mouth is some food and drink. Big back, big back. Yeah, my back is loaded up with foods and different drinks, whatever the hell. This tiny shirt has no room. The gown fits like a boosa. I'm pressing play. People sitting in feed chat, she says, slow, dumb bees that can't afford to get anything done. That's crazy. All right, y'all. My stomach, let me tell y'all something right now. My stomach, I know now I realize why I woke up when I did. My stomach is currently doing backflips, and I'm not going to get too graphic, but I'm simply going to say right now, I feel like I can do this. I wasn't feeling like how my stomach was extra, extra karate chopping itself. When I first went live, when I was just sitting here, but I think it's because I done got up and started moving around. Ooh wee. And I know what it was. I ate leftovers yesterday, and them leftovers was from like 2 days ago. And sometimes that restaurant food, maybe 2 days later, it don't be so good. That might be it. I don't know. Maybe my stomach is just like not happy. I'm not sure. Or that Indian food was moving in slow motion because you know that Indian food be having all that natural stuff in it. That stuff will definitely be like, hello, I'm here. Let me out. Anyway, let me get back to the reaction. Actually, I need to go get some water. So she said this ish happens every day. People literally get more than 16 teeth pulled out in one day. But she just read a comment where her girl Motor Throat was over there talking about um this ish happens, and don't they know overseas they'll make you stay for like a week or two um because of how many teeth they pulling basically. And then she follows it up and goes, this stuff happens every day and people literally get more than 16 teeth pulled in a day. Okay, but didn't you say before that you couldn't get them all done in a day? And then you also just start this live by saying that it was going to happen over the course of 5 days. And now you coming around and saying people do this every day and some people get that many pulled in more than a day. So which one is it? Like, are you listening to yourself talk? Let me see. How many teeth can safely be pulled in one day? There is no universal clinical limit to the number of teeth that can safely be pulled in one day, meaning a dentist or oral surgeon can safely perform a full mouth of extraction of up to 28 to 32 teeth in a single session if your overall health allows. For a for a standard low complexity dental visit. Dentists most commonly, okay, your individual safety, okay. Routine wisdom teeth remove, stuff like that, 2 to 4. Frequently performed 4 to 8 when grouping similar problematic teeth, or 10 to 30 full mouth clearances are routine for patients with severe widespread periodontal disease or those preparing for immediate dentures or implants. Hello? This is the answer to how many teeth can safely be pulled in a day. 10 to 30 plus teeth. Full mouth clearances are routine for patients with severe widespread periodontal disease or those preparing for immediate dentures or implants. Those extensive procedures are almost always performed. Okay, let's talk about how they perform them. Now, if you have certain illnesses, like if you have stuff in your medical history, such as like the sugar, heart disease, or a bleeding disorder, then those are conditions that require staged, cautious plan across multiple appointments. They didn't say high blood pressure. Simple versus surgical. It says straight rooted teeth take less time and cause minimal trauma impacted wisdom area, or shattered roots require an invasive bone cutting. Oh, okay. Removing teeth from both sides of your mouth simultaneously make chewing incredibly difficult. Okay. Okay, boom. So this all makes sense because what story did I just tell? I don't know how many teeth my coworker from all those years ago got pulled. I remember when she smiled, I saw teeth on the front and the bottom. I do believe that if she smiled big, you could see teeth was missing at the back. I don't know what, but her teeth was kung fu fighting and they was the color of the sun. Okay, they didn't look very well cared for. But at the end of the day, she got all those teeth pulled. She took a couple of days off and then she came back with full mouth of dentures and she didn't seem to have any problems. So like buckets again, like and look it, they said if you got the sugar, then they have to do you over several appointments. So I don't know how many days she went. I don't remember her being, this it's happened so long ago, but I don't remember her being gone that long. I almost want to say maybe she took a week vacation or something. I don't know. I just remember she was gone for some days. She said why she was gonna be gone. Then she came back and she had dentures. It wasn't that long, it wasn't that much, and she did have the sugar. Okay, so she was a European American lady, and it definitely drastically changed her look. But this girl over here is lying as usual. The expensive part, now that is a little costly, but especially if you got to pay for it out of pocket. But hell, all the money she get up out of these people, she will. There's no way I can see her paying anybody 15 to 20 to up to 35 plus $1,000 to get her mouth fixed when she been walking around for almost 3 decades. Like, how long her teeth been missing? Look at the pictures of her young, the pictures that she used, the pictures that she used for everything. She's young and she still got that caved in crooked mouth smile. So her teeth been missing. And if all these years of scamming and lying didn't make her want to spend money to get her mouth fixed, who's to believe that she's going to do it now? There is no way. Gina said, I wonder how the rest of her mouth looks. Exactly. It got to be in disarray. Does she even brush that tooth? Because you know, when you missing teeth, you still kind of got to maintain your mouth. You got to maintain your mouth. You still got to clean that thing so it don't be stinking. You know what I'm saying? Probably, I would figure that you probably wipe your gums down. Let me see. How how do you? I think I'm gonna say brush because I don't know what else to say. Um, Probably with a soft toothbrush. Even without teeth, daily gum care is essential to remove plaque and prevent bacteria buildup that can cause discomfort. You use a wipe or brush. Wrap your finger in a soft, damp cloth and use very soft bristle or a very soft bristle toothbrush. It says, and gently wipe the gums. Okay, they said just wipe with a cloth. I would personally think even on your gums where you have missing teeth, you either use a soft toothbrush just to kind of go over it, or I would think you would take a cloth and you would just wipe it with some toothbrush, still toothpaste. I meant to say, and then probably be gargling and rinsing and things because you want your mouth fresh. Unless you her who don't give a damn. But she don't seem like she. If you're not gonna wash your crack, you damn sure not gonna brush your teeth. Now come on. You got a whole man and you walk around stinking. If you walk around stinking with what you call a man, either he ain't your man for real or he stank too. Damn. Those are the only options. And you got adult kids. You mean to tell me the kids don't tell you you stink? Come on, girl. Mouth just a mess. Unmaintained, dusty, stanky mouth. Tips World in the building. Good morning, Tips Boo. She is a mess. All that stuff she was talking about people laughing, and it was sometimes the stuff sounded funny when it came out. But when you learn about somebody's life and their life is like hers, it invalidates everything they said. Like you literally talking about yourself, and it's not even funny. It's actually pretty pathetic. Almost 50 years old, and you have nothing to show for your life. And then on top of it, you're not just bumming off your kids, you got a man with you. How sad. How sad. Talking about, you know, when I look at that, the conditions of her life and the way she attacked Latrice and the way that she attacked Roz, it really does just make me recognize that she was really jealous. And that's probably why she was always out here calling everybody else jealous. It just really makes me recognize that in real life, this girl was actually jealous. Because regardless of what these ladies did or didn't do or what stories they told, they did something and she did nothing. And the way she is so obsessed with bringing up Roz's many relationships. Listen, you got a roach, and who knows what's the truth with the situation with the baby daddy? Who knows what he would be saying if he was out here? Who knows how the four kids end up being Washingtons? That don't mean that she wasn't out here wild and free. But also at the end of the day, it's just you is giving jealous. You jealous. You just jealous that others can do what you can't do. You can't even keep nobody. The one man that's around you, he ain't got nothing and you ain't got nothing. Nothing. Some land that was passed down to him that his family then kicked him off of. Now he got to bum through the streets, bumming off whoever you bumming off of. And neither one of y'all got nothing. And y'all just broken, walking around stinking and looking a damn mess. And he don't give a damn. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. How sad, how pathetic. Anyway, let me go back to the reaction. Pressing play. She said, y'all got to stay over here in this sector because I don't know what type of world y'all live in, but y'all really, really, really are slow, dumb, and ignorant. Ooh-wee. So somebody in her comments said, I don't, she said, I don't know what these people talking about. I got all of my teeth pulled in one day for a full mouth implant. So boom, all that stuff I just researched, somebody in her comment section confirmed. There you go, directly to her. It can all happen in a day. And she goes, yeah, dummy. And she goes, now listen to this. How she gonna say absolutely to the comment? And then she gonna say, and I'm starting with the top. Then they gotta pull some more because I'm going back to get a full mouth implant. But your commenter said she got all hers pulled in a day. She didn't say how many she had. Now you say absolutely, and I'm starting with the top. But before it was 16 was the number that was out there. But now all of a sudden you don't want to be specific. She just lying as usual. She just lying as usual. And if you can confirm all of what you saying with your girl and it's happening over is I'm going back and I'm getting some more done. But didn't you just say over 5 days? Ugh, ugh, she is ugh, she is ugh. She knows so many people, and she watch a group on Facebook where people have gotten their teeth shaved down. I thought we were talking about dental implants. How did we go from dental implants to getting your teeth shaved down? That's one thing. The other thing is now we're talking about watching people on Facebook, which means the lies you're telling you're getting from watching those people on Facebook because you know damn well you ain't getting nothing done to your mouth. But now she gonna move on to getting your teeth shaved down, like she said yesterday. She was talking about her dental implants, and then she was talking about them shaving her teeth down. And I'm like, first of all, you only got one tooth. Okay, so shave your tooth down. Asterisk. Okay. And then number two, they shave teeth for crown what they call them things veneers and stuff like that, caps. That's what they shave teeth for. How you saying you getting dental implants yesterday, and then she was talking about them shaving her teeth down. So she just all over the place with her lies. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Now she talking about get them all shaved down just to get veneers. Oh, so you listen to me? You listen to me, huh? You caught your lie? Okay. I'm not going that route. But yesterday you said you was going to get your teeth shaved down. And it's definitely in my reaction. I was doing the same thing, listening to her and responding. And I'm like, what is she talking about getting your teeth shaved down when you get your teeth shaved down for veneers? She mentioned getting her teeth shaved down. She don't want her teeth shaved all the way down. She already got two of them like that. You mentioned it. You're the dummy, stupid bitch. You got your dummy. Talking about these people are so dumb. I don't want my teeth shaved down. I already got two of them like that. You the one who mentioned having shaved teeth in your mouth. You idiot. I'm only responding to what you saying. This is ridiculous. She's ridiculous. Mm-mm-mm. A mess. She's still trying to keep something going between Kendra and Fee. She just said some more stuff that she says that Kendra said. But yesterday when they were talking, they basically was saying she was lying, as usual, not surprising. So now she just threw out some more lies. She just really trying so hard to get other people into it to get the heat off of herself. That's why when you dealing with probably anybody, but especially a toxic person, if they say somebody said something, people have to talk to each other and clarify and straighten out a story because they'll have everybody around them fighting and it'll all be lies. Lies all made up because they just like drama, dissension, they like people beefing and into it because they don't like themselves. They don't like nobody. They mad that don't nobody F with them for real, for real. So they don't want nobody effing with nobody else. She's sitting over there with a jealous heart. Shout out to them for being on that grown woman stuff and not letting this dusty thought get in the middle. It sounds like she reading the messages from Fee's chat. She was there, huh? She was in the bushes. I thought your son just came home from summer camp and your heart is full. And you're so glad to have your felony son come out of prison camp. I mean Mickey Mouse summer camp. Oh my gosh. But yet you sound like you're reading comments from the chat. Oh, so much for spending time with your heartbeat. So much for your whole heart. It was so complete that she's ignoring him for YT because she's more interested in the beef. She probably was talking to her son, how she's talking to her grandson. Go in there and talk to so and so. I'll be done in 5 minutes. 2 hours later. 2 hours later. Gina says she is. Right. Firsthand. Screenshots on her own phone. Ain't nobody sent her nothing. Gina said, and I talked about that YouTube stuff. It doesn't even matter to me. My baby home. Period. Wait, you got do you have a channel, Gina? Or was it in the comment section? Because if you got a channel, I'll go and subscribe. But yeah, yeah, right. Because it doesn't even matter. Oh, she said no. Oh, okay, okay. Got you, got you, got you. It doesn't matter. Your baby home. Nothing else matters. You ain't been able to hug on your son in 2 years. And listen, we ain't talking about no older man. Like if he was an older and been outside adulting for some time and then get into a situation and go away, you still glad your loved one is back. But it hits a little different, right? You're talking about 18, 18 barely grown, get in trouble, 20 years, he out of there. And you ain't really been able to feed him and do all the things in like 2 years. And you over here spending all your day and time on YT. You in bushes and ish. What the hell? We a messed up mama. That's what she always been. So they probably just used to it. Wow. She's saying that Kendra was saying stuff about Fee. I don't know. I didn't see it firsthand. It almost make me want to go and look. But here's what I do have to say. You ever seen this is what she make me think of. You know the type, they'll tell you they can start something. And I'm not saying this happened because I didn't see it firsthand. But if somebody responds to something, somebody beat and put something out there that's a lie, and somebody responds, and now two people are into it when it started off of somebody else lying. She's just a messy ish starter. But I'm about to go see for myself firsthand. Matter of fact, no, where's my other device? I need my iPad, but I'm not about to go in. I'm not about to go get it. Let me see. I want to see something real quick. Oops. Yesterday, okay. Oh, this is what she's talking about. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look and see what I see, but I ain't see it firsthand. But anyway, ain't no telling what she got going on. She just be jealous of people anyway, for real. She do be jealous, and that's one thing. And then the other thing is, people be having people around them, and she don't like that either. You know what I'm saying? She really, really, really got something up her butt for Fee. And I just think that that's because Fee was like, F you when she came with that fake apology. Remember when she tried? Fee was like, all that stuff you talked about my sister. She was like, Fee was not messing with it. She wasn't messing with it at all. I feel like she might have said, I feel like she might have said she accepted it, but she wasn't trying to mess with her. because all that stuff she said about her sister, I don't remember whether she accepted it or not, but I do remember she was like, all that stuff you said about my sister, if you don't kick rocks with open toe shoes, that was kind of energy fee. And I was like, period. Because everybody else at that time seemed like they was just like, oh, she apologized. And they kumbaya off into the sunset after she done said all that horrible, horrible things that you can't turn back from. And I was like, finally, somebody standing 10 toes on it. Kick rocks. What the hell? You don't say all of that and then come with your hand stuck out. Don't you know a snake will bite you from the front? Venom right in you. Look you dead in your eyeballs and watch you fall with their hand out while shaking it. You reach out to shake their hand. Shoot, do it if you want to. Good morning, Chris. Happy Sunday. She say listening in. All right, all right. Mhm. Live reaction to buckets. She over here talking about uh, 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 just trying to stir the pot. She talking about don't nobody care about Fee and Kendra rekindling. But you know what I find funny? If she didn't care, she wouldn't be talking about it. She is so butthurt. She mad that Chrissy called Mrs. Carver to put Mrs. Carver up on game about um crap buckets shenanigans. That's according to crap buckets, okay? According to crap buckets, Chrissy called Mrs. Carver to put Mrs. Carver up on game that crap buckets was really just trying to start some stuff because crap buckets say that Mrs. Carver was about to go at Fee. So if she didn't care, she wouldn't have talked about it. She dedicated a whole live to it. Then she turned around right now and she's saying how much she don't care about Fee and Kendra talking it out and kumbayaing. But if she didn't care, then why is she look how long she been talking about it so far. So she does care. She trying to get people into it and her none of her stuff is working these days. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Tell me why she just mentioned the Chrissy Miss Carver thing again. Right after I pressed play, she said, then she went into talking about how Chrissy called Mrs. Carver to say, hey, don't address Fee because crap buckets just want y'all into it. That's literally what she said next when I pressed play. Um, Chris said, when you have to say you don't care, it's usually because you do. That period. Because if you don't care, you just don't care. You don't even talk about it. Like you don't even have the energy for it for real. There's a rare occasion you got to address it. But stuff like this, if you don't care about it, you just carry on not caring. You dedicated a whole life to that yesterday. And now how long she been talking about it so far? Exactly. You care. She's saying, but after she said what she just said about Chrissy warning Miss Carver, she said, but you can't tell people how they really feel. Now she going back to repeating the things that she said before that she say Miss Fee, that she say Fee said, and Buckets is saying that Fee was saying something about Mrs. Carver. But so in other words, she's just repeating it again, trying to get Mrs. Carver fired up. That's all I'm saying. Ain't got nothing to do with her, but it does have something to do with you. Hold on, let me see. She said wasn't nobody telling Mrs. Carver to go in on Fee, and now she's trying to say that Mrs. Carver was saying she heard it for herself. See, she really trying. She trying really hard. She trying to take herself out of it. She know exactly what she doing. Literally about to, since I'm still up, I'm gonna go make me a cup of coffee, y'all. She said, y'all gonna say people love to see people into it. People love to see people go at it. No, no, not people. You, not people. You. And something else just popped in my mind because people love to excuse it by saying hurt people. But guess what? I always respond to that with it doesn't excuse it. And if you've been hurt and you know how it feels, then it's even worse for you to walk around hurting others. I just think it's an excuse that people give others to try to justify their crappy behavior. We're going to get rid of hurt people, no matter how long it takes, because it's not a good reason. And sometimes it does happen, but it doesn't excuse your behavior. So we don't care why you did it. We wouldn't care for any other reason why you did it. So why do we care if it's because you're hurt? And not all hurt people hurt people. My example I love to use, my any look at yourself. Have you been hurt anywhere in life? Did you go around hurting others? Some hurt people hurt people. They're toxic. Other people get hurt and they go, damn, the last thing I want to do is make another person feel that way. Some people go, damn, I hurt you. You know what? You apologize. You try to make it right and you try not to do that again because you're not the type of person that wants to walk around hurting people. But this girl is definitely a hurt person that went, I'm just going to be toxic, but it don't make it okay. But she's saying all this stuff and just trying to get people into it and want to see people fight and all that kind of stuff. She toxic is what it is. And sad, miserable. That's the word I was trying to find. Miserable. Misery loves company. Now that's the better one. The hurt people, no. It's a misery loves company. That's the more appropriate one that describes her. And sevenfold. Because the sevenfold thing, this is a hurt people hurt people. I keep hearing them say about sevenfold. Listen, hurt people might hurt people, but all the misery she been through in life, she didn't hurt her own offsprings. You're a psycho. This is behavioral health worthy. This ain't no hurt people hurt people. Something wrong with you. Anyway, let me see. Hey, Saret Boo, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Oh wait, did my thing move? She said that part. I didn't even see those comments. A demure. Period. Period. I got my little two finger little thing going. She called somebody blue bonnet imperial. Now I don't know who that is. I haven't figured that one out yet. Maybe she'll keep talking about him and then I can pick up some more clues. She trying to say Chrissy inboxed her about somebody, but guess what? Doesn't make it true. And if it is true, here's the thing: nobody cares. You're talking about old stuff. That's number one. Number two, a lot of people have made up on their grown woman ish and they are riding off into the sunset. So bringing up what had happened when they was into it, who gives a damn? It's old news. She could take a note from some folks and decide to just kumbaya for whatever reason it is they kumbayaing. Just go on and do it. Easy. She can't do it. She not capable. She can't. She not capable. She's over here mad that people don't want to fight. All my life I had to fight. That's what she want everybody to be on. All my life I had to fight. I fought my this came up on game night. What was it? It was the three of them. It was what was it? My brothers. I fought my daddy. I fought my uncle. I fought my brothers, and I be damned if I'm gonna come out here and fight all of y'all. Nah, but she more so like, and nah, I'm gonna fight everybody I come across. I'm just gonna spend my life fighting. Yes, Sarat. That's it. That's it. Yes. Yeah. And you know what's funny? I've been thinking about Martin references ever since game night. Because I could, well, I was so off. I was like, as much as I watch Martin, I should know all of this. Boy, I couldn't think of none of that stuff. I said, boy, I've been thinking about Martin references ever since. Ooh, next time I'm ready. Yeah, it was Martin heavy. Oh, it was Martin heavy. I've been thinking about Martin references ever since. But let me just clarify though. I know the line I just did was from The Color Purple. I just want me to just to put that out there. Pressing play. Wow. Now she talking about Chrissy. Mm. She still talking about Chrissy. She back to talking about Chrissy and Miss Carver. Mm. Do we? Some old stuff. Now she claiming that Chrissy was talking about Miss Carver. Oh, some behind the back shade? So what? Is she trying to get Chrissy and Mrs. Carver into it because she want Mrs. Carver to drag Fee? She also bull. She's so fake. Mm-mm-mm. Steady talking. Mm. Wow. Oh boy. She's steady talking stuff, trying to get people into it. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. She said Chrissy is the mess maker in the sector. Ooh. Okay. Oh, now she done brought up Lady T. She just switched between Sophie saying one of them was talking about Lady T and calling her a drunk. She was talking about Chrissy, but she's saying she. I can't tell if she's switched back over to Fee or is she still saying Chrissy. But nobody cares. Nobody really cares. She's just trying to start some shit. I'm trying not to cuss. It's Sunday morning. For some reason, the cuss word is just flowing. Oh, she's talking about Fee. She's just trying so hard. Trying so hard to start stir up some mess. You know, she had people fighting when she could influence it. Hmm. Crabbucket said her kids don't have a story. Now, come on, we all know better than that. You literally just picked up one from Mickey Mouse Summer Camp where boys play with boys and enter in and out of each other's back doors. Girl, shut up. Involuntarily. Wow. So she didn't include the kids? How can she say to anyone, "You included the kids"? Did she not come over here with on kids? Cause she did. She said, "Here she go." I'm in on fast forward mode because she is literally just regurgitating the same old, same old, same old. How many times she even said this yesterday? All the same old, same old. So I'm not about to repeat it. I ain't about to keep repeating it. I'm trying to expedite this. Oh, that's Smollett. Mm, same old, same old. She don't give a F what nobody thinks about her, her life, and her kids. I beg to differ. So Crab Bucket says she don't have to pay no rent. We know you're housing adjacent. Then she'll come back around and say that it's something else. Girl, please. Ridiculous. How you gonna talk about somebody not owning stuff when you don't? See how it be the same old, same old? Never owned anything, including teeth, a full mouth of teeth in your adult life. We don't care about what somebody else owns. We want to know what you own. Since you always talk about everybody else. Ridiculous. Good morning, classy lady. Steady talking about fee son. Ridiculous. MG. They back to 45 acres. They've been at 45, they've been at 47. The numbers just stay be changing. What's the number for the day? It's 45. Why? 45 and a mule. And what did I say? That day I made that joke. She had actually switched. But when I initially made the joke about 45 acres and a mule, it was because of how her numbers be going. But now she's sticking with 45. But although she ain't sticking with it, because was about a week or two ago she said 47. Now she back at 45 to 45 acres. She ought to just let it go. And the numbers even changed from that. They've been all over the place. But here you go. Now she talking about them 45 imaginary acres. Because out of all of our people, our ancestors, okay, that came over here on that ship and all the descendants, her family is the only one that got their 45 acres. No mule, but she went and stole some cows to kind of make up for it. And the rest of us, well, we had to get it how we live or on our own. Look, listen to that shit. Ooh, y'all gonna have to forgive me. I'm trying not to have this language on this Sunday. It's just it keep dropping out. Oh boy. They got cows on the land. The taxes on the land is lower because they got cows on the land. Now the land is obviously imaginary and it may have been in his possession when she stole those cows. So the irony that there's cows on the land. Like, yeah, there were cows on the land, but they weren't yours. Imagine stealing somebody's damn cattle. You are the lowest of the low. Their bonus dad is going to leave the land in his daughter's name, son's name, but the land his is for his bonus daughter's name, son's name, because well, she said because the bonus dad, that would be her children, right? Her daughter, her son's name, but it's gonna be for every last one of the children. That girl sound crazy. She don't even believe that herself. That don't make no damn sense. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Even if you the bonus dad and you say if he had it still, and he was to say let everybody have access to the land, why would he leave it in his non true blood children's name when he got a whole bunch of kids to choose from? The girl sound crazy. She always claiming somebody else's ish. Her name not on nothing. Hey, good morning, Adrian. Exactly. Always. Oh, nothing. Ain't never owned nothing in her adult life. A decent wardrobe, shoes, lotion, a full mouth of teeth, the ability to do something for yourself. Now, I tell you what, she might have owned a Shrek stripe, a Shrek stripe. She might have owned one of those, but she haven't owned much else. Let me see where I'm at with that. Oh, okay. All right, we moving along pretty good today, I think. Maybe not. I just looked down at my time. She want to be buried on the land, she said. Okay, she don't care if it's. Then she goes. She comes right behind that and says, "I'm like, is it this? Is it that land or any land?" She said. Okay. So when you say you have land for real and you say bury me on the land, okay, you faking like you got the land. But then you come back and go that land or any land. It's a tale. If you had the land, you wouldn't be on some any land type time. You'd be on that land, which is what people did used to do years and years ago. You know, they would be able to bury family members on their property. Some people still do, I'm sure. Um yeah, but she said any land because she know they don't have the land. And what happened to the family land? Isn't there this new story? Well, I mean, it's not new actually, but isn't this a regurgitated story of her own family having land and the mama having land and the cuddies and everybody about to pull up and some of them got their trailers and all this other kind of stuff going on the land. But she say on any land. And the reason she say that is because there is no land and therefore it's going to be a cemetery, somebody's land. That's why. That's why she's so lame. That's why she's so everything adjacent. Could you really imagine dealing with her in real life? Could you imagine her as a kid, like a teenager, let's say, when people are being very, very social? Could you imagine the girl like her at school that sit down with all these grandiose bull stuff story and you know damn well they lying? When they come in, you be like, here she come. What's she gonna say today? That's why she ain't got nobody for real. She need to do this virtually. You like, oh man, because that person is exhausting. And listen, in high school, those people really do exist. We all know they all exist. They always coming in. They got all the stories. I'll give you a great example. How about this is a real good one. When there's really gonna be some solid things to back up, they ain't about what they saying for real. They come back to school after Christmas. I got this, I got that, they got this laundry list of stuff that they got, but you don't see no difference. You look the same, your clothes the same, your shoes the same, your hair the same. You don't have the same excitement, but you like, oh, I got this and I got that and I got all these things. But you look like you ain't got nothing. You didn't relax, you didn't eat good, and you don't have the same type of energy as everybody else. She's that girl. She's that girl. That part. That's what I'm saying. You feel me, Chris? They everywhere. I'm sure they still exist right to this day. They houses like this, they always want to be telling you too. Unsolicited, they just come into the conversation and then they just get to y'all sitting there talking about, ooh, yeah, who going to the pep rally? Ooh, you know what I'm saying? You might even listen, those people are even like this. Let's say, oh, are you going to the dance or whatever? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What you wearing? Stuff girls talk about. And this one, oh, I got this new outfit and I'm gonna wear this and I'm gonna wear that. They either don't show up or if they there, they got the same thing on. I thought you was about to have all this stuff. Come back. Where's all your stuff at? Oh, I don't. I, Chris, she said I went to school with somebody like that. Me too. And let me tell you what would happen. This girl, she used to be like, I don't like wear my stuff when I first get it. Cause I got a direct and I have jokes sometimes. So sometimes I'll be like, oh, how come you ain't wear one of your outfits then? I don't like to wear my stuff when I first get it, but she'll never come up with it. Like, what the hell? Good night. This is Buckets. That's Buckets' personality. So that's why she ain't got nobody. Cause don't know that's exhausting. Don't know. We don't want to talk to you. We want to be real over here. You always this, that, and the third, trying to be bigger than everybody, trying to be better, trying to have a. I'm talking about in terms of, the money, even the stories. Those people even do have the stories. They got the ooh, I got into it. I got into a fight. I got into this. I got into that. No proof of anything. Where's a scratch? Where's a scar? Where's a bruised knuckle? Where's a. She's all of that, all rolled up in one. She is that person. And you would think that that person would get into adult life and that they would learn so that they can have some real connections with people. And as I'm talking about this right now, I'm really thinking about what happened to those people. Do they turn out the ones that we've encountered? Do they turn out like a her? Do they just spend their adult life telling them same whack stories that they see people don't resonate with because we can see through you? Because maybe they do. Maybe she's an example that they just don't change. That's pitiful. That's because I would think that they would get into their adult life and they'd be like, nah, this don't work. And they would want to have the friendships and the connections and you know what I'm saying? Because even your own family members, I'm sure, don't want to see you coming when you act like that. It's got to be exhausting to deal with a her face to face. I told y'all I done got off here the last couple of times and I'm like, ooh, I need a nap. And took one. Could you imagine being in the same room with an energy vampire like that? No, I couldn't imagine. If she was my cousin, I wouldn't answer when she called. If she was my cousin and she pulled up, I like, we're not home. Tell everybody, shh. She at somebody's at the door. Tell everybody, shh. Oh, hide. Act like she a Jehovah's Witness. Ooh, we. Oh man. Y'all say it. She said, Suresh, she said, Chris, you crazy, but I mean, a kiss, I meant to say. I had just read Chris's name. She said, Kiss, you crazy. She said, but so accurate. I'm just saying. Chris said, you ain't lying. She said, I don't keep up with them, so I wouldn't know. Right, 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 right. I'm like, that's why I'm like, listen, she seeming like she the example of what it ends up like. I hope that some of them change though, because like, come on now, come on, you got to wake up, you know, and be better. You got to realize that don't work. But that's what she's making me think of right now. Like you that person. Like, ooh, we walking in the door just as bummy as you want to be. No, 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 no. I got to go to work afterwards. No, I'm fresh to death. I got the most expensive shoes. What was the shoes of our day? Let me think. I mean Jordans. What other kind of shoes? I don't think that in our day they was talking as much about the Balenciaga and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, but the having all of that and never having anything to show for it. Cuz I feel like in our day, it was more it wasn't the girls wasn't at high school with Chanel bags. Like you had Coach. I mean, let's be real. They had Coach. That was a big deal. Let's keep it 1,000. We was in Guess jeans and Coach, and it wasn't as expensive, but it was expensive, enough. And you had to be on to have it. And I just don't think that was her life. But even with the fake stories, nothing to prove. It was just a way of is explaining it. Like that's one of those ones where you can prove it and see who does and who doesn't. And then here she go with her grandiose stories, like she be out here with nothing to prove, nothing to show for it. So now it's the land, the land, the land, and we're building houses on the land and all that kind of stuff. And my thing is, if you are a person too, kind of moving on a little bit, um what if you're a person too, you're out here vlogging, okay, you're doing anything for content, you keep telling these people that support you that you're going to move into a positive direction, you're going to show them some other things, you're going to do skits, you're going to do all those things. Here's my thing: if you're getting into projects in the summer and you're going to start building up the land, why wouldn't you want to vlog that? Wouldn't that segue you out of all drama all the time into something more of a neutral topic? Or you could even consider it positive as a different type of content, have a whole different, platform, shifting the direction of your platform. As much as people don't want to hear her on that fake positive stuff, um, I'm sure that people would watch her um and patches with their projects going on, building up a land. You know, I'm sure people would have watched water meters be put in and tanks dropped in the ground and all that kind of stuff. Development. I follow a guy right now. I think his name is, y'all know I don't always know people channel names. If the algorithm show it to me, if I look at something and I like it, I'm gonna subscribe. And I think his name is Reggie. But if y'all interested in that kind of stuff and let me know, I will go and look at my subscriptions and I'll let y'all know, but I don't have my other device where I can look right now. Um what was I going to say? Oh, he literally has a I don't know how many acres they got. He probably said it, but I know they got a bunch of them. Okay? He bought some acres. His family um have moved out there. They have like little structures that they have put on them, because not everybody got like those little tiny homes. They got different like little structures, because one of the things, the building, it's not a building, it's a damn, I could see it, but I can't think what's the name of that damn thing. One of those big like trailer looking things that they move on like cargo ships. I cannot think of the name of that damn thing right now. It'll come to me. But they have like Some of them got tiny homes. Some of them have other structures. They got full electricity. Like, cause he done did a tour. They bought he bought the land. He invited different family members out there. They have an actual lake out there. He films them fishing. He films them developing the land. He films them doing all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they sit around and they have family time. Container home. Thank you, Vibe. Hey. Good morning. Yes, container home. That's what they got, different types of structures that they in. So they are, and the men work together during the projects as they continue to build up that land. And he said it's for his family, it's for family legacy. And then they be having their kids out there, you know what I'm saying? And they running free. And then, like I say, sometimes they just sit around and they have like a campfire going. It's beautiful. And I subscribe because I'm like, this is such a wonderful thing. I wanna I wanna say they're in one of the Carolinas, I think. But anyway, that's something that it could be filmed that people would watch. They would absolutely watch. But she's never gonna do it. Why? Because she lying. She lying. And if she was telling the truth, she would automatically think to actually film it. She would. Hell, some days she'd probably sit outside and enjoy the damn land and be filming from there. But she ain't got nothing. I just don't know why she just got to lie. Like, how many years of the lying will she realize? But maybe it's also because it's virtual. So she ain't got to show you, she ain't got to prove it to you. So now she finally trying to get somebody to actually believe her in a way that people never did. It's not working, buckets. Hang it up. Gi- Give it up, buckets. Anyway, I'm pressing play. You're laughing about people having land, but y'all don't got ish. Y'all don't have nothing. Mind you, her voice is echoing as if she's in the garage. The family is in there gigging. The sun is fresh out. Okay, first day out. Well, I mean, she said he got out on Tuesday, but it's his first weekend out. Okay, and he is of age. He probably turned to the max. He did ate good. He probably drinking good. He probably got the music going. He probably doing whatever it is that he wants to do. Maybe. Okay, and they had to put her out because them boys is in there having a ball. Hopefully that's what he doing. Cause you know, they say when a person been institutionalized, when they first get out, they still be on that routine. It take them a minute to realize they can get up when they want, move how they want, go how they want. But he young, so his bounce back might be a little bit faster, you know? Hmm. Oh, yeah. That sounds good. She said what y'all gonna leave y'all kids. But what is she gonna leave her kids? But anyway, because she talking about whatever she gonna leave them that's not real. But what is she gonna leave her kids? Hey, I want to tell y'all something. Side note, as I read Vibe's comment, if y'all remember some weeks ago on get or what was it? Oh, on way back Wednesday, and we was talking. Was that way back Wednesday? I don't know. When we was talking about food, I don't know if it was way back Wednesday. It wasn't. It was a different night on Grandma's World, on It's Grandma's World, and we was talking about food, and we said something about potato salad, and I said something about potato salad with apples in it. Listen, when I was at physical therapy on Friday, I was talking to the tech. We was talking about food because she be ready throw a birthday party for her best friend, European American tech. We was talking about apples and potato salad. She say she love apples and potato salad. But let me tell y'all something. that's not the ethnicity that I had potato apples in my potato salad from. It's not. And it was delicious. But I thought it was funny that she was saying it. I said, oh, okay, because we talking about cooking and stuff like that. She talking about the birthday party. We talking about cooking and recipes and stuff. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Oh, it is good though. I'm telling y'all, it's good. She said, I know, I know, Chris, I know. That's why I had to tell y'all too. Because she said apples. And you know what? I wanted to ask her so bad about the raisins, but I was like, no, 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 no. I don't want to offend her. And I really like her. She was real sweet. So I was like, I can't ask her if it's raisins and apples. So I just went on with the conversation because I have had potato salad with apples in it. I said, I can't ask her. I can't. And she didn't mention raisins. She only mentioned apples. She gonna guarantee every last one of hers is gonna be left 45 acres. And now if you bury somebody on the land, you don't have to pay taxes anymore. First you put some stolen cows on the land and you diminish the taxes from many, 5-digit thousands down to so I think she said 1,300 or something like that. Now you bury somebody on it and you don't have to pay taxes on it. Goodness, this girl. The legacy will live forever in her mind. In her mind. If you haven't seen my skit of her, the land, it's a short, the one of the cartoon character, a fictional version of what would put you in the mind of her. It's not her. um y'all know why I say what I say. But in a green t-shirt. That one. The land skit. What is this? It says, okay. Let me see what that says. Hold on one second. Let me read this message. What day is that? Okay, cool. Wait, I gotta look at something wrong. Let me look at this. I gotta open this message. Okay, hold on. I actually need to open this. I need to look at this real quick. It's gonna take me just a quick little minute. It's this one. And, and okay. Ready? Let me see this right quick. I need to do something. He said, okay. Is that today? What's today's date? Oh. Let me think real quick. 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm trying to take care of something real quick, and then I will be right back. You know when you want to say your stuff and you just gotta let her have it. Back like I never left came to mind. I'm like, forget it. I don't even care. You can have it, your dusty thought. Which one do I want to do? Uh, I guess I'll do that one. Okay, cool. All right, boom. And then boom. Okay, okay. My bad, y'all. I had to take care of something real quick. I am back. Let's go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, her kids go get, if she check up out of here, her kids go get $500,000. Ooh, wee. Ballin'. And they gonna take care of their bonus dad. Wait, wait, hold on. I must have missed something. If she leave this earth today, this is exactly what she said. This is when I'm about to quote her. They are preparing their children. If she leaves this earth today, she ain't worried about leaving her kids no MF and YouTube check. Her kids will get $500,000. That's good enough. That's good enough for them to invest. She know they gonna take care of one another. If she check out of here before Rochelle, he gonna get 100,000. They gonna take care of their MF and bonus dad. All right. They got the CD or something she said that go to her grandkids. She said her MF and grandkids, by the way, started out being there. Not grandma's calling you a MF and grandkid. That's what I call love. Oh my gosh. What a nurturing, endearing grandma. Oh, so sweet. And she told her daughter, when you get to having kids, give it to them. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Not everybody has a lot to leave to their children when they get out of here. Life can be very expensive. What's more important? Good quality of life with good quality experiences with your parental units while they're here, or a bummy, broke down, busted, disgusting, dirty struggle life all your life, and negative relationships dealing with them and their neediness, and then or and in your lives you're leaving them something. Like which one is more, which one is better? The good of them while they're here, even if they have nothing to leave, or a terrible experience of them. And then when they get up out of here, you like, oh, she lied. I could see her lying to her kids. Oh, it's so much waiting on you on the other side when I get out of here. How the hell what life insurance policy you have with no job? You ain't got no job, Tommy. Where you worked at? And don't get me wrong, you can have life insurance policy on yourself or whomever without working, but why would you take $1 million out on your head, but you won't spend a few $1,000s on your mouth? You won't spend some grands a month to live on your own in your own space. You won't even take a shower on a daily basis. But we supposed to believe you worth $1 million dead? A girl, a uno toothed, dusty, oversized heifer can dream. She ain't claiming broke. She knocked on wood, which is weird. She buying that. But you are broke though, so you don't have to claim broke because broke claims you. Just like Roach might not claim her, but she claims Roach. These two things go together. Ooh, yo, yo, that girl in the building. Good morning, yo, yo. She said, getting ready for church. Have a blessed Sunday. Thank you so much. Have a blessed Sunday. Enjoy. She over here comparing. Nobody cares. I bet you don't have this. I got that. I bet you don't have this. I got that. Shut up. I need to go get my charger. What time is it? Oops, almost. Who said? She said what? Bryson just said he can't wait to move to the country. No, she said her boys just said it. Oh, well, he was in where? The garage when he pulled in and went in the house. Say he don't. Oh wow. Ooh, Bryson said he can't wait. This is what she said. He said he can't wait to move to the country. He don't want that fame. He don't want all that celebrity stuff. He just want to be normal. But he isn't famous and he doesn't have celebrity stuff. And he is normal. As normal as he could be, surviving crap buckets. Wow. Then she adds in, when I get done doing what I'm doing, I'm going back to the country. If you ask me, it's like that raises the question. I gotta go get my charger. That raises the question of what is going on with her son. The fountain is full. It should be fine. It raises the question of what's going on with her son. Why is that coming up? Is he gonna still be at Auburn? Is he still gonna be yeah, at Auburn next year? What's the deal? Is there a tail? Is that why she's saying he paying for both places? Is he on his way to Waco? What is going on for real? Let me get a bottle of water, y'all. I'm moving. This bottle of water out the freezer. Where is it? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. See how much juice I got. Oh, one of them. I'll be back at Uno Momento. I'm shifting my locale. This little light of mine, I let it shine. I will be right back. This little light of mine, I wanna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. There we go. Might as well get me a freeze pop and some ice cold H2O. I don't really need to be eating no freeze pop. Grab this phone. I should show y'all my fountain. I bought this little fountain. It's like a little water fountain, like, one of the ones that like move water or whatever. It has this light. I'm just making a little small talk, y'all, while I move. It has this little light that glows. I was getting ready to leave it on, but I just figured I might as well turn. It has this little light that glows. And so it puts like little starlights or whatever it is, like a little reflection on the wall. You could hear the water flowing through the fountain. And I think it's super cute. So I saw it online. I saw it on Wayfair. And I was like, I was looking specifically for a fountain. And I saw it and I was like, oh wow, this is great. Let me hurry up and plug this thing in. And I said, ooh, I really want that. I thought the price was decent. It was like maybe 30 something dollars. 30 something something was the cost. Closer to 40, like not a even number, like 38 or something like that. And I was like, I said, ooh, I like that. And I just felt like I said, for some reason, for the look of it looked like it was overpriced. It's not a bad price, but for some reason, it just gave me that it was overpriced. So I took the exact same fountain and I Googled it and I found it in many other places. And it was cheaper on Home Depot website, slightly, not a big difference in the price. And then I found it on Amazon for like $23. I like, that's like a $15 difference. I'm like, okay, now that $15 is big enough. I said, wow, that's crazy. Cause I thought Wayfair always be coming in like super cheap or whatever. But nope, $15 difference. So I went on and got the one from Amazon, and that's the one. And the in the reviews, you see, you never know when the reviews are mixed. Sometimes you got to take a gamble because some of the reviewers were saying that the light wasn't that bright. I don't know what they're talking about. The light is very much so bright. Some of them were saying that you can't hear the water. Like the water isn't the sound of the water flowing, it's not really that loud. And I'm like, well, what is the point of a fountain if you can't really hear the water flowing? But it was other people that really, really loved it. So I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna order it, I'm gonna test it out. And if it turns out that the negative reviews were correct, I'll just send it back. I don't know what the hell they talking about. It's nowhere near where I be sitting. Like I can see it, but it isn't right next to me. And I can hear the water flowing very, very clearly. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what they talking about. But so that's why you got to gamble sometimes. And then also price search. Because right after that, I had another item that I saw on Wayfair, and the difference between the price of it was also on Home Depot and also on Amazon, and from what the Wayfair price was to what I paid for it, which is this mirror that I had. Anyway, was about $150. $150 cheaper. It might. I'm not. I think about it. It might have been slightly more than that, but cheaper than the Wayfair price at Amazon. Anyway, I was making small talk, y'all. Oh, I had to get up and relocate and all of that because I ain't had no charger with me, and I had to come and get my charger cord and all that kind of stuff. I needed some water or whatever. So intermission, intermission. We're gonna get back into it. I'm pressing play. Let's go. Happy Sunday morning. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are feeling well. I hope you slept well. Live watch reaction to crap buckets and all her crap. Here we go. I'm pressing play. She kept so many kids at her house. That was the point of her getting her own her kids they own stuff. Some teenagers, some teenage boys. She better be lucky there's no teenage babies. And we heard the story about the girl that was with child. Not surprising. Because what? You had your kids and they own stuff as teenagers instead of mothering on them. Come on, girl. One was a loft, one was a solid room until they got rooms put in there. I ate a piece of freeze pop. She brought her children home. Okay, I'm not gonna start smacking. She said the kids did what they wanted to do over there. Yes. Yes, they did. You know why they did? Because they were unsupervised. Duh. Hey, Surratt, welcome back. Mm-mm. This is a mess. Tell me that kid is happy. We don't even want to talk about her mentioning the utilities again. I'm just gonna pass right over that. I still can't figure out why she not embarrassed that she put her kids in a different building. A mess. Here she go with the family land crap. Well, she said they had the European American boys on the land too. She gonna name five of them right now. This sound like a Steve Harvey story. You know how Steve Harvey stories be so greatly detailed with names, first and last name, and all that stuff, and you know he be full of shit. That's what this about to sound like. She's getting ready to name names. The difference is he's an entertainer, so I'm not mad. I be entertained, but you know he be making it up. Here she is. Look, Kyle, Colt, Colton, Kyle, Seth. these these are the whitest names she could think of. Colton, Kyle, Seth, uh, uh, not Spiller. Ooh. His brother, she can't think of it. Honey, here she gonna come. And that means what to who? Ain't Seth a black name now? Not to say that a white person can't be named Seth, but let me see. Origin of, I gotta tell them first name or they'll try to do a surname. Seth. Uh, Let me see something real quick. Is well, they want to make, they just want to stick to the fact that it's Hebrew. Majority of the Seths I've met in my life have been brown, but all Google is saying that it's Hebrew and they sticking to Hebrew. So I just think, and oh, nah, I ain't gonna even look the other one up. I'm just gonna press play. Her kids was driving cars to school. Maybe that's because they couldn't count on her to get them there. At a certain age, kids do drive themselves to school sometimes, but also they can rely on somebody else. And she ain't that type of parent. You put them in their own little he shed with no utilities. Clearly, you wasn't driving them to school. Duh. I guess this is a thing she don't care about type of life because she's talking about if y'all think she raised her kids poorly, she don't GAF. I beg to differ. Brandy Wine in the building. Good morning, Brandy Wine. Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. Mm-mm-mm. They did. She did something right. Rochelle did something right. Oh, the shade of it all. She said. She said some of y'all that had 20 ninjas and you still ain't got no man. She said you done had three, four, five husbands and you're still single and you still ain't got nobody. And you don't have a foundation and you don't own ish. Are you mad that some can have a husband or a husband? If you don't like the first one, trade them in. Y'all already know how I feel. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. You might have to switch them out. Sometimes you got to switch them out. But ain't nobody changed her last name. So listen, why you keep on mentioning people having she keep mentioning multiple husbands. You ain't had none. You didn't had many children and not a ring in sight. But hell, the one you claim gave you the kids, he probably was like, hell, he knew if he would have gave you a ring, you would have pawned it and went and got some Shrek. Was her baby daddy like Marcus from ASI? I wonder, was he like Marcus from ASI? You know, out there, the homeless humper. It's making you wonder. It's really making me like, I wonder, is that how that happened? And she just figured I'd just pin them all off on him since he ain't here anymore anyway. He not here anymore. You probably don't even know for real. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to see something. And I'm gonna do this real quick. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. That was not correct. Um, I got to do a couple of things there so I can see the messages a little better. She said some people don't settle for less. Exactly, Brandy. Exactly. Mocha in the building. Good morning, Mocha. Happy Sunday. Okay. Well, they gotta be able to see the chat a little bit better. I I want to say I'm moving through it a little better today, but maybe it's because I started so early. Because if y'all wondering about my laundry, it's not done. But as soon as I'm done with this, I am gonna finish it. She said you got money when you got land. Wow. Didn't the Bible tell you to live off the land? They got fruit trees on the land. They got pecan trees on the land. It's a pecan. She all over the place. Now she talking about Mrs. Carver. Talking about she says she buy red umbrellas every year. But you mad because she keeping her stuff upgraded and updated and do what people do in homes. They replace things. They update things. They buy new things. You'd know that if you had one. If you subscribe to her Facebook, you'll see her clear the property. Oh, so now she gassing people. See, everything else she did to get subscribers on that Facebook account did not work. So now she trying to trick people so they'll go and subscribe, but it's never gonna happen. Mm-mm-mm. A mess. She been begging people to get over to that Facebook for how long? Exactly. Mm, mm, mm. Well, I'm fat. I'm about to fast forward. Get you some life insurance because hers is an investment. She said, how are they going to leave her kids some land and ain't married? And then she said, that question sounds ignorant. But how ignorant does it sound to ask the question? You don't have to be married in any state to leave someone something. No one said you have to be married to leave someone something. But there's no way that a man has children and he's going to leave it to his girlfriend over his kids if he got some sense. And I don't think, and it also came through family legacy. She just shut up. Jeez. No, you're dumb. She talking about y'all dumb. No, you're dumb. No, you're slow. She talking about y'all slow. Y'all the slowest people I ever spoke to. Y'all slow for real. No, you're slow. That you think somebody gonna believe anything you saying. A idiot. Y'all don't got nothing. We don't care. Let me use this to prop this up. Can y'all stop being mad about her and 74 relationship? That's her girl. She love her. What she gonna say when she diss her? Why y'all worried about when they're gonna fall out and when they're gonna get into it? Because we can be and we see it coming. Oh. Mm-hmm. There you go. Mocha said, from what I understand, Patch's son kicked them off the land. That's why they're not there. Oh. Mm-hmm. Now that sounds right. That sounds right. There you go. There you go. Now that sounds more like it. And she ain't gonna never say that. Damn. And so Patches is housing adjacent and just going wherever she going. That's his own son. Where the rest of the kids? Won't take him in, won't take them in. So she got a bum off of her own kids. Mm-mm-mm. A mess. Mm-mm-mm. Cause see, I figured the land was still in the family. I just figured it wasn't in his possession anymore. Makes sense. So she's saying that Mrs. Carver mispronounced electricity, but we also don't care. We rather mispronounce a word or not be able to comprehend. Would you rather mispronounce a word or have spent your life being a bum? We don't care. All she know about, look, now she took all that time to finally spell it. Guess what? That means that she looked it up. Because if she knew how to spell it on her own, it would have took her so long to spell it. Wow. Now she keeps saying dreadful instead of how dreadful. Over there copying off of Rise. What a mess. Everybody else saying it's not the same as you saying it. Hmm. She's just talking about this electricity thing. And her kids always had electricity unless the weather knocked it out or somebody hit a pole. I ain't about to repeat all this. She's talking about stupid stuff. No damn well that ain't true. I don't have to repeat it. TRW, good morning. She said, good morning, kiss the chat. She said, the land was never his land. It was his father's family land. Dad died, but he still have siblings. So until the dad's siblings die, it don't belong to Patches. In other words, so he was just living on that land. It wasn't actually his land. That would make sense too. Why they could be put off the land. That would make sense too. Yeah, that would definitely make sense too. So it's in Patch's family, but it wasn't ever Patch's. So for whatever reason, they put him off. So you never know. Maybe they was having an agreement for whatever ways he was staying there, and it didn't work out. Oh, okay, okay, okay. She said, yeah. Plus the dad was married. Okay, see all these extra factors in it. Yeah. Well, you know what? Either way it goes, all of that just makes her stories even more obviously lies. Even more, you know, because how you doing all of that and you got that those factors in play. But anyway, we know they not there. We know she bumming off her daughter. We know her kids or whatever. And she don't have no say or no voice in the stuff. And it's coming down, oops, what is that? It's coming down through his family legacy, and she wants people to believe that somehow her and her kids are in that legacy. Furthermore, if in fact her family had land like she says they do, then she would probably, I guess, be less inclined to lie and act like her and her kids have access to his land when in reality her own family has land, like if it was a reality. I would think so. Excuse me. I just feel like all of those additional factors just makes it more obviously lies that she's telling. And you already know a lie don't care who tells it. And her lies are her best friend. They go together real bad. Real bad. She looking something up on the computer, just like she looked up how to spell electricity. She on her computer. She probably reporting something. Being a hater reporting somebody. Mm-mm-mm. She want Day Day to post a picture of Rise. Is giving obsessed. She want to see how Rise is looking these days. She miss her. She just switched over to Day Day now. She say that she she said Day Day looked like she done birthed over 10 kids. But Buckets looked like she was supposed to give birth at the beginning of last year, and the baby is still in there and growing. So So like what is she talking about? Like like I'm wondering if she ever looks in the mirror. Did she see herself in that house? She walking around with mirrors in every room where she can't miss herself? Does she really that gown was so no ill fitted. It was higher in the front than it was in the back, and it doesn't look like it's made like that. It was really just like that because why? Because her stomach is that damn big. How dreadful. Mm-mm-mm. Put it down. Mocha said, oh wait, yeah. Um, TRW said, I heard her say last night that her kids' grandparents is leaving them their land from the dad side, and her and Patches is leaving all the kids that land. The born, the barn is on. Yeah, well, she said that Patches was leaving the land to her daughter and her son, and that it was gonna be for all of the kids. I just like literally quoted her. Oh wait, in here. I guess I Oh, hold on, y'all. Ugh. The blue part. That's funny. She said, Mocha said, I heard they couldn't pay the taxes, which was under 500 per year. So his son, oh, beat Patches up and went to jail, and the son put them out, allegedly. What? Okay, I heard. Oh, damn. Now, okay. I heard that about them not being able to pay the taxes, but oh, I didn't know about that part. What? Get out of here. The son put. Damn. So was he not a good dad? Are you serious? Cause why he had to beat him up? Did he refuse to leave? Oh boy. The son beat what type of is this why buckets won't stand 10 toes on the situation with 7-4? Because she is in an environment where kids is putting hands on parents? What? Hands and feet. He beat him up so bad he had to go to jail? Oh, this is crazy. Oh, this is completely nuts. Right. Yeah, they grown. But still, it's got to be something bad with your relationship to put hands and feet on your dad. Like, how did that happen? That is crazy. Now I understand why she talking about she don't care. Now I understand why she talking all that stuff. What's Patch's name? Oh, it would be his son. No, but what's his name? Damn, I want to look it up. What's his actual name? I feel like I did know his name at some point in time, but I don't know. I don't remember his name. What is his name? What is his name? I'm about to go see. I want to see. I want to know for myself. I need details. What is his name? What is his name? I'm gonna have to think about it and try to remember his name now. I don't know. Y'all know I was out of this for a minute, so what is his name? I'm gonna find it. It's probably not gonna be that hard. Um, I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Let me see. She said, TRW said those people that sit and listen to that BS are are delusional as well. They know damn well she don't own ish. And don't and I know they some of them I do believe that some of them believe her. They in their own delusions. They might be in their own afflictions, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, why they believe in her or feeling sorry for her or whatever. Some of them might be just like her, so they know exactly what's going on, but they don't care. Mocha said,
I'm thinking they refuse to leave. The man has 11 kids. Right, 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 right. That's what I'm saying. It sounded like they was refusing to leave. Like that was the only way. But still, even if they're refusing to leave, you put hands and feet on your daddy? Oh no. He was he a good dad? How did he treat the mama? What would make a grown man beat his father? Like physically beat his father? Ooh wee. I think that they are we're going to lose it. Yeah. Yeah. If you're not because if you're not paying taxes, you're going to lose it. And if the family knows you're not paying your taxes, of course they're gonna probably come through and make payment so they don't lose the land. Because once it's gone, it's nothing you could do. Because let's say you'll put it up for sale and people gonna buy it and then it's it. That's it. It's done. But if they have to pay for you and you a grown man, then you got to go. That was the right thing to do to put out. And also, we don't know the history, or some of y'all might actually know the history. I'm talking about in terms of how many times were they missing payments? You know what I'm saying? How many times did the family have to come through on his behalf? You know what I'm saying? Covering down to keep the land within the family. That's legacy right there. You over here being broken bummy and not paying your share, you gotta go. It may have been an extreme situation for all you know. They've been trying to get rid of them, trying to get rid of them. They tired of them. They warning them, and the next thing you know, here you go again, not paying your way. Two damn adults on the land, not making your way. Oh, girl out there being dramatic and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, 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 no. That's a mess, though. That is a hot mess. Let me see. She said, so he has 11 kids. And she think that her kids is going to inherit the land. Exactly. Straight delusion. Straight up delusional.